Hello my friends and welcome to episode 72 of Furypoint. I am back. I am back after the events of yesterday, and we went to Vard, and I've already had a look at the contracts and the shop, and let me tell you, they're quite interesting, although I am going to rant a little bit. Once again, we have a pirate contract which I cannot do because the pirates are the one faction that hate me. I just find it so irritating that the game generates contracts which you cannot do. I don't really see the point in that at all. Why not just re-roll for a contract that we can do? However, thankfully there are a lot of contracts for the Capellian Federation, which suits me down to the ground. It seems to be on this planet that only these two are operating here because they're all against pirates. At least I think they're, yeah. Double checking, doubting myself. Oh, one of them's against the Free Worlds League, so I guess the Free Worlds League are also operating here, but it's mostly against pirates. So that is good. Although, to be expected for a three-skull planet in Capellian space. Now here is the thing that I think is super interesting. So I'm not a fan of the PPC. I've always felt like it's a bad weapon, and the reason why is mostly because it's so heavy and very hot compared to its damage output. So I've never really felt like it's that great, and even Lost Tech versions of it don't sell me on it. Now that said, I am seriously considering buying a PPC. So starting with the basic shop here, there are a few quick draw pieces which I might pick up to finish the quick draw 5A and get that put away. It's on my list for capture, and there isn't quite enough to finish one, so we'll have to see if we find more bits of it. There's a +5 damage flamer, which is always nice. In this case it's +5 heat damage, which is very nice. So real potential for cooking with Grasshopper here. Okay, so here's the PPC. +30 stab damage. That's terrifying. So, you know, the damage output is still not that great. We're looking at 50 damage here for 35 heat. So basically 1 damage per heat, which is really bad. In fact, it's just slightly better than 1 damage per heat, but you know, it's pretty bad. But that stability damage is amazing. I mean, there are plenty of so if you're looking at AC2 and AC5 autocannons that will not do this kind of stab damage output for this kind of weight. So this is, as a stab buster, this is an amazing weapon. So obviously I'm not going to buy it right now because the Capellians are indifferent to me, and there's a 10% markup for that. There is an SRM4 which is +2 damage, which is also very nice. The black market was a little bit less interesting, but one thing that did speak to me, and it wasn't the AC2s. So let's let's gloss over that right there. But if you see, look, the standard stability damage for an AC2, which weighs roughly the same, is only 5. So that PPC is really packing the stab damage. But there is an LRM-15 with +2 damage. This arguably is the best weapon in the game. +2 damage LRM-15. The damage output is absolutely furious. The only thing about that is that I'm sort of trying to capture stuff at the moment rather than destroy it utterly. But you know, that's fine. Okay, so let's start with garrison duty. We also have a stubborn surrender, which is 312. That's usually full of crippled enemies. But we have a 520 garrison duty here. So typically on a base assault there'll be at least 8 mechs. So we just kill them quick. No reason to take any risks whatsoever. There'll be plenty of salvage in the table without massaging it. And let's see what we get. Finally, some of my pilots are out of the sick bay. While we're at it, I was just thinking as to whether I should bring the Hunchback or not. But I guess the LRM Marine is fine. The LRM Marine is more of something that I bring along for sustained stability damage. In a base defense, that's not always useful, but then again, if the enemies keep their distance from me, then I'm going to need it, so let's see how this works out. But basically, my thought is that I get my reputation up and then I grab myself that PPC, and provided that I don't take too much damage, we can rebuild a mech to support that as a stab busting tool. Stability damage may not kill your enemies dead, but it's amazing for captures. And 50 damage for 50 stab is pretty amazing. I mean, so ironically, the best stab busting weapons are the ones that don't do a lot of damage, or do almost like 1-to-1 stability damage, because you're not trying to kill the target physically.
Command interface.
You're trying to kill the pilot.
Okay.
Alright, this is the first time I've ever defended a jungle base. Okay, so the map borders here, so there aren't going to be any attacks from behind. And I highly doubt that there's going to be any attacks from this side either, because of the flat terrain and the edges here. But even if they are, they've got to come all the way up here before they've got a solution. We've got pagodas but no turrets on them. And the enemy is over here. Just me, this like map is very like a greasy yellow color, and I'm actually struggling with the brightness a little bit here.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Firing jump jets.
Let's go, boys. So we're on 520 here, but there'll be plenty of enemies.
On sensors.
No need to massage the table. What? Spider? Really? What is that doing here? Apart from, you know, to fill my my loot table with jump jets.
Standing by.
I do not have a clean shot on him either.
Firing all weapons.
I'll just punch him to kill him. Damn. They genuinely have the ability to just walk over and shoot the base before I can tag them.
One of our structures has been eliminated.
Well, that doesn't matter too much because we're on full salvage here. Okay, none of this is anything that I want, which is fine.
Commander.
It's a whole lot of junky enemies here.
Moving to position.
Nice. Oh, he is so dead now. Right, let's get these enemies tagged.
Orders?
Okay, so this is just to tag them.
Acknowledged.
There's actually nothing here that I want. Oh, you missed.
Missed.
Waiting on you, Commander.
No real need here
Uh-huh.
to go crazy. Alright, 290%ers, that should be fine, right?
Got it.
Oh!
Want some more? Huh?
Well, there go all the jump jets.
It's go time.
I'm staying up here as well, because there'll be another wave at some point.
How's it going?
Okay, this should be the end of the
Here,
spider. There's nowhere for the damage to really go. Except into his CT.
Got him.
I've tagged all of these mechs, so they shouldn't attack my buildings, but we'll see.
My armor's getting stripped off.
Because they're all mediums, of course. They've got the initiative advantage on me. Even if their firepower is pretty poor. He's not in cover. I thought he was in cover there, but he's actually not. Damn.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Alright, it's like 1 HP.
Standing by.
Let's not write home to anybody just yet.
Acknowledged.
Alright, can I just put a hole straight in the back of him?
Firing on rear arc.
Oh, I think that was it. There we go.
Target eliminated.
Easy.
What can I do for you?
No real need to move here.
This should be good.
We are max salvage, but I don't actually require any of these mechs, so
Good to go.
I will just wreck them. The next wave usually turns up around the 7 turn mark.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
And there they are. They have landed up there. Ooh, a hatchet man. That I need.
Need something, Chief? Copy that.
Okay, let's go. get rid of these guys down here first. So it looks like the only enemy that is actually something that I critically need is the hatchet man. That's unfortunate. Most unfortunate. This map is so bright, it's actually blinding. Okay, it's the second building down. Not the biggest deal.
Receiving you.
Alright, buddy.
Jumping.
I hope you're ready for this. The power and the glory. He has very, very, very little in the way of armor back there. Oh, no, wrong thing. I do need to absolutely kill him, so I'm not going to take any chances.
Give him everything you've got.
Boom.
Mech destroyed.
Did he not learn his lesson? About how jumping around.
Yikes! That hit hard! Waiting for orders.
Okay. This is just some tagging here. Now, hopefully these AC5 rounds find their way into the CT. They probably won't, but if they do, that's great.
Affirmative.
Okay, it's the chicken tagged. Ah, it's the Shadowhawk tagged. Nope. Oh man, I got another one. I wonder how many more enemies are down there.
Receiving you. I copy.
Right, I need to tag the Hatchet Man and the Vindicator, but I'm just more concerned with getting rid of this guy first.
Reporting critical hit.
Nice. The LRM Marine should be able to finish that. Okay, we've got a tank. Jesus, so much bad news moving in.
What's up, boss?
He's about to fall over, actually. Okay, some more tagging.
Engaging multiple targets.
A lot of enemies here. Okay. They brought a whole lot of firepower to the table here. You'd almost want some assaults to deal with all of this.
Took a hard hit there.
Okay, just not much I can do while they take their turn.
Ready for orders.
That's the left arm, right? That's the left, right, left.
Here we go.
Sweet.
Multiple
Let's hope we get them both.
confirmed.
Let's hit him hard.
Nice.
That's a kill.
Pilot died. Whatever works, right? Oh, quick draw 5A, which I need. That's also not something I wanted to deal with right now.
What's up, boss?
Damn, this is like, you know, I'm looking at this situation and I'm just like, this is so many enemies. The positions of cover are not great.
Lifting off.
Just fall back a little bit. What are the odds?
Got it.
As the saying goes.
They've got a lock on me.
Put some distance between me and that hatchet man.
Commander?
Go!
Firing on target.
Okay, primary weapon on the Vindicator is nearly gone. Wasn't quite enough stab damage on the hatchet man there. Oh, great. Of course, the strikers can see the buildings, so they're going to just shoot at them constantly. Oh, an SRM carrier!
Mech warriors, show them what you got. Good to go.
Oh, hell no.
Acknowledged.
5 rounds.
Firing on multiple enemies.
Alright. Hatchet man's down his ass. That is helpful. Hopefully the Grasshopper can put an end to the Vindicator this turn. If not, at least his main weapon system. I kill these guys up here and the ones down there cannot actually see. Taking a lot of heat here.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Grasshopper. Time to snatch some pebbles.
Lifting off.
Obviously, I'm not going to do this. Alright, 52 and 13. I mean, he basically survives, but we should get the weapon.
Aye, aye. Think I hit something good.
Okay, that did a little bit
My
less.
flamer is empty.
A little bit less than I was hoping for.
Good to go.
Okay, Hatchet Man is down on his ass. Can we kill this guy? If we really try.
Got it.
Jump into the building wreckage and use it as a defense. Just gonna tag the quick draw so he doesn't go for the buildings.
Here we go.
Nice. Nice. Whew. Knowing that there's an SRM carrier down there. Let's hope that it remains too slow to ever get in range.
Ready for orders.
Okay. It's not the best positioning, this.
Affirmative.
These chances to hit are awful, so we're going to use Precision Strike. Alright, cool. Now I can just core him and move on. I actually need to capture the Hatchet Man. And the 5A if I can. Not the biggest deal if I don't. Since, you know, quite concerned with my survival right now without taking any real damage.
Oh, it's on now.
Oh, it is on. On like Donkey Kong, as the saying goes. Alright, 64.
Commander? Roger that.
Get him!
On it.
Oh, he survived. Probably by like 1 HP. Okay, 13. Okay. Oh, okay, leg rupture. Should be okay. Oh, this is not good.
My internals are taking a beating.
Good to go.
Okay. 13 HP. He shouldn't survive.
Roger that.
There we go. So far, I've just taken some light structure damage, but nothing that
Standing by.
is going to slow down our contractual obligations on this planet. Okay, I'm going to have to vigilance this guy because he's just taking too much hurt.
On it.
Nice.
Target's taken a critical hit.
As much as I would like to capture that
Sensor
hatchet man, I would also very much like to survive this
Commander?
mission without taking any damage, so... The Shadowhawk is operating a very heavy frontal armor, so I will grasshopper him in the butt when I get the opportunity.
Time to fly.
Get him! Good hit! Oh, the pilot is toast!
That's a kill.
Nice. That makes this mission totally worth it. Oh man, that's the SRM carrier.
Let's hit him hard.
The slow march of the SRM carrier.
Waiting for orders.
Chicken? Chicken?
Roger.
Get him.
Affirmative.
Nice! Oh, outstanding!
Target eliminated.
Well, that worked. Just the Shadowhawk to get rid of now. Oh, and he's panicking. At least that's what I like to call that.
Orders.
This is the right side.
Copy.
He has been so kind as to expose his back. So let's break it.
Roger.
If I realistically have enough turns here to get myself a piece of quick draw. There's only 3 turns left. Would involve a very violent assassination, I think.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, I'm just going to stand still and cool off.
Affirmative.
Okay, that was meant to be a rear shot, but somehow ended up being an arm shot. We have opened up the back. The SRM ammo is there and ready and willing to explode.
Commander.
All it needs is just that little push. Okay.
Engaging jump jet.
We're just going to cool off for the grasshopper. Save that alpha strike. That striker is really very annoying. It's going to cost me another building, but that doesn't really matter as long as
Give them everything you've got.
one or two survive.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, there it is. This is the shot that hopefully
All weapons are go.
causes a very nasty ammo explosion. Oh, yeah.
Kill.
That'll do it. That will do. Alright, 2 turns to assassinate the quick draw to at least get a piece. That's gonna mean some risky behavior.
They've got a lock on me.
Okay, we have 2 enemies in the
Orders.
phase that usually results in you getting an ass kicking. Maybe a demolisher or something?
Good to go.
Alright, there's the quick draw. And there's the SRM carrier. SRM carriers are not like a box of chocolates. You are definitely fully complacent of what you're going to get if you let it fire. No! My shots hit the turret void, so I did no damage whatsoever.
Commander.
I really wish they'd fix that.
Engaging jump jets.
Should add that to my fixes list.
Engaging.
This is where missiles make sense, because missiles splatter everywhere. Alright, we're not taking a huge amount of damage here. He should never have gotten a shot off in the first place.
I'm hit.
Oh
I'm
god.
taking a pounding, Commander.
He should never have gotten a shot off in the first place.
Yes, Commander.
Since 2 of my rounds went into that void. Nice, if I jump straight in. If I jump right in, I can get the quick draw in the side.
Roger that.
Get him.
Affirmative.
Nice. I don't know if I have time to kill his ass.
Waiting for orders.
Oh, how depressing. And here I am having to waste shots on a bloody missile launcher that should be dead.
Hell yes. Reporting vehicle destroyed.
Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Let's go. Let's do it again.
Target acquired.
Nice. There goes the leg.
Target's taken a critical hit.
There isn't enough time to make him dead.
Waiting for orders.
85-100.
Commencing
Well,
alpha
we
strike.
can try. The core has appeared.
That's a critical hit.
I need 90.
Ready for orders.
I am not going to get 90. There is no way.
Aye, aye.
We can but try.
Target confirmed.
But I don't think 90 is coming. In fact, I think it's an impossibility. I wasted too much time taking out the SRM carrier.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
Mission successful.
Alright. Jesus, what a fight. So many. And the base is really exposed. I thought it wouldn't be as exposed as it is, but it is very exposed, especially when the enemy just drops on the hill in front of you. Okay, nothing serious on the damage front. That leg damage is not great. I mean, that's basically nothing. Big salvage rights on this one. And honestly, if we get 3 parts of a Hatchet Man... Oh, I didn't even need 3 parts, I only needed 1. I was going to say, if we get 3 parts of a Hatchet Man, it's not really the biggest deal. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will take 1 piece of the Hatchet Man because we require that. 3 pieces of Wolverine because that brings us closer to finishing one, which I can then later convert into money. The rest is kind of Ironically, the next thing I'm closest to finishing is the bloody chicken walker. Or the spider. Once again, these are not worth the big bucks. A piece of quick draw would have been really nice, but I did not quite get it. Just wasn't quite good enough on this occasion. I guess we take... In fact, the Vindicator is actually the thing that I'm probably closest to finishing after that, because it's 4 out of 8. So that brings me to a 1 capture. Yeah, the SRM carrier had its revenge. Still, the SRM 6s are worth good money. At the end of the day, we completed our hatchet, man. That matters. That is important. I probably would have been better off going for money there. Hindsight is incredibly 2020. We didn't see any of the things I really needed. Crab, Kintaro, Centurion, all things I was hoping to see that never turned up. Well, at least we can scrub the Hatchet Man off the list.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Okay. So, we are down to just the 2 Centurions, the Kintaro and the Crab. However, I've nearly finished the Kintaro and the Crab. The Centurions are becoming the sticking point. We still have loads of time. 609 days is so much time. I mean, we're very close to actually finishing the heavies. I think the Black Knight is the only one that I don't have a huge amount of. Okay, so let's get in that bay. Kind of funny how this mech in particular is really fit for fighting right out of the box. So you have the hatchet ready to go. Then you max out the armor to make sure that you can actually get in to use it. Perhaps just trimming a little bit off the legs, I would say, like that. And you know, for basically no cost, you have a mech that is actually straight up pretty nasty as a pure melee bot. Now, the Hatchet Man is actually pretty slow, which is not great for a melee bot. So 4 jump jets becomes, you know, absolutely necessary. Put a jump jet in the arm, that'd be funny. I can only fit 4. Let's go with that. Distributed design. And then you know, like a melee gyro. Suddenly you have quite a great little chopping machine. However, I don't really require this kind of mech, so it can go into storage. I think that will be it for now. It's all money and salvage, isn't it? Stone surrender. It's always a good opportunity to pick up some cold, hard sea bills. I'm slowly reaching the point now where I will probably not take salvage, or I'll start not taking salvage more and more often. I think we should do this one next, because it's 416, and depending on what I pick up, This is potential for mediums and heavies. Depending on what I pick up on this one, depends on whether that one is worth doing. Because I'm increasingly reaching the point now where I will go salvage and I'll not actually get anything that I require. Well, that's it for now. Those are thoughts for next time. That was one hell of a base fight, but we did it. Could have gone a little bit better than it did. Could have gotten my quick draw, but there's still plenty of heavies to capture, so missions that spawn them will probably still go salvage rights when we need to. And in terms of the mediums, we're just down to the 2 Centurions, the Kintaro and the Crab. Just not seeing these Centurions at the moment. Hopefully we do. Alright, next time.